If ants can accomplish such a big thing in, a small amount of time, you as a human being, I believe you can achieve much more. Hi everyone, my name is John and I'm the founder of Just Ants. Welcome to Coffee Hour. Well, I first started from one colony many years back and I was mind blown by the amazement of ants. They are so fascinating, and from then on I was captivated to even keep more and more species. Personally for us, we tend to keep ants which are generally large in size, and some of us like to keep ants in terms of aggression, beauty. But for the house ants, we rarely keep them as they are very hard to contain. They are called ghost ants, pharaoh ants. So I mean there are some people who keep them, but we try to keep ants which are larger. So they are actually quite a problem in ant keeping as they will actually invade some of our setups. So at the same time we also feel angry. So we can understand the general public when they see ants, we totally understand the kind of frustration. This will be a little simple formicarium. So everyone starts out from here, where you have a fertilized queen ant. Okay, you have a very clear view of the young ants. These are nanitics, which are the first batch of the queen's worker. So this is where you start out, and when you have sufficient ants, for instance, you have at least half a test tube full of ants, 50 ants, 60 ants, you can actually migrate them to a proper setup. So it's up to you whether you want to do a very terrarium-like setup, or would you like a more desert-like feel, or if you want something really simple, so you have to start from here. Yeah, so
one question is that I noticed a lot of the terrariums here, right? They have the red color covering. So what's the purpose of having a red?
So why do we use red instead of any other color? So the primary reason is ants do not really have the ability to see the color red.
Okay.
They are sort of colorblind to red. So by putting the red film, we can observe them on a day-to-day basis without stressing them. We do not even have to open, because every time you open to view the ants, you will stress them. And once the ants get stressed, they will twitch. And if you do it constantly over a period of a few weeks, the ants will start dying. Because you have to have two factors. One is a comfortable and safe nesting area, and next you must have an outer world where you are able to feed with ease and not disturb them. So we're actually working with some schools to see if ant keeping could actually help in their total well-being. We have managed to go to more schools. We are very appreciative of principals and teachers, hiring us or engaging us to go back to their school year after year. So this is our third year running, and we are very honored that we are able to talk to so many teachers and students, and everyone is very receptive. Everyone is keeping an open mind, taking one step out of the comfort zone and look at nature differently. How ants are so remarkable. So taking ants like a spirit animal, it's like a ripple effect. If ants can accomplish such a big thing in a small amount of time, you as a human being, I believe you can achieve much more. So in reference, we can actually learn from the ants that anything is possible. So I always tell the younger kids, some of you might have some disabilities. Do not look at your disability, look at your ability and try to be very positive. Like the ant doesn't know that whether it will fail or succeed. It just goes and do what is right. So for us, when we see kids with maybe some disability, like he has autism, but we see him observing the ants with so much passion, like he's been glaring at the tank, asking a lot of questions. So this really gives us a sense of satisfaction. Usually he's very uptight, he's very fidgety, he will not look at you in the eye. if you ask him other things. But when it comes to ants, he'll be all focused. He will talk to you with enthusiasm. Oh, Uncle John, yes, the ant, look, the ant is so hardworking. You know that I caught a queen ant that day? No, it's a very satisfying conversation. Like how you do something indifferently, and when they open their hearts to you, right, you can really feel a sense of accomplishment. Like usually the parents will say that, oh, we are trying to control his hyperactiveness, but when it comes to ants, right, nothing else matters. Like even though when it's time for dinner or lunch, he will still say, okay, wait, let me clean up my ants, the colony, let me do some maintenance, I'll come and eat later. So it brings a smile to all of us. It's like through ant keeping, it calms your mind. You know, watching your ant colony grow, and of course ants impart life lessons such as being selfless, loyal, extremely hardworking, and most importantly, they never give up. So if we can actually pick some of these life lessons from the ants and actually impart and guide the young, I mean, they can find some kind of a reward. Apart from COVID, there's so many negative feedback and comments such as, this will always be a niche business, it's a fad, it will not go far, it's not a stable job, there is no confirmed success. A lot of people predict that I'll give you like 1 year and you'll just fizzle out. You know, why would anyone want to keep ants, you know? And the most common feedback is, why would I buy ants from you? I have so many at home, can I sell it to you? So this is the biggest factor lah. It's like, I can just catch my own ants, yes, but there is a way to keep the ants. You can't just simply go out and dig or excavate a colony. Even if you keep the pest ants at home, you contain them in a container, they will still die out. There has to be a cycle that you have to follow. Yes, there is a learning curve. There is not a simple 1 + 1 = 2. You know, in ant keeping, there is a big formula that it can change every time. There are a lot of misconceptions like ants are very disgusting, they're very dirty. Oh, they invade my mom's kitchen every night, my mom hates them. But I always tell them to have an open mind. You do not have to like ants to visit us. Like you do not have to buy anything from us just to come down and, you know, experience for yourself what is ant keeping. You can actually come down, you know, ask questions. You do not really have to start, but you know, we want you to look beyond the surface. We want the youth out there to look at nature differently. Like ants are very vital to the ecosystem. They are very good decomposers. They aerate the soil. There are so many beneficial things about ants which we do not know. Like I myself, 10 years ago, I do not know that they are capable of such amazing feats. Like, do you know that all worker ants are female? Yeah, so we want to break the ice with them and expose to them facts about ants which they have never known. I believe everyone should keep ants once in their life. Yeah, like I'm always telling my 2 children, you know, you might like basketball, but have you tried soccer? You know, it doesn't mean that you have to be a jack of all trades, but you know, understanding a bit here and there on multiple subjects will actually guide you and mold you into a better person. Like how ants molded me in such a way, like I tend to appreciate life more. I take things slower. You know, I don't go around so hurriedly, you know, trying to live life so fast. You know, when you look at ants, right, it's like, it's like a whole new world. They kind of like gave me new meaning in life.